So it's
try to
very much
focus.
appreciated.
Okay.
It's good because I don't have like all like the heart racing and like the headaches and stuff, but it's bad. What's going on?
Yeah, better eat some eggs.
Parks and Recreation for City of Warsaw.
You can put it either way. Yeah.
Okay.
Warsaw Parks Department or City of Warsaw.
Go ahead and call the meeting to order. Welcome everybody on this nice, cool afternoon. First thing up is the approval of the minutes from the January meeting. Everybody's had a chance to read them. There's no corrections or additions. Need a motion to accept?
A motion to accept minutes from January?
Got a motion, need a second?
Second?
Motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next up, Center Lake Pier removal update.
Yeah, I just want to give you a little update on the pier removal. Milestone Constructions, they started about the 1st of February, set up at the end of January. They took the whole top of the pier off, took that concrete out. They found out it was filled up with sand all the way except for the last probably 20 feet of the pier was had washed out. So that explains why every time we drilled in the pier, we felt nothing underneath it. So they took that out, and then they created a barrier about 25 feet back from the end of the pier. They drove piling, they dipped that all out, and then they took the pilings out of that perimeter, and they're just working their way back to the shore. So I would say they're right around halfway. They didn't work Friday and of course today because of the cold weather, but there were several days that they were out there in the cold weather working away, and they've been a pleasure to work with so far, but they're making progress, and the goal is to have it out by the end of the month. So we'll see, but we're excited to have that gone and put sand on the beaches and make it all one continuous beach, and get ready for the swimming in the springtime. So,
Yay.
any questions on it or anything?
Okay, moving on, 2025 Project Matrix.
Yeah, we'll go over this matrix here that we try to do every year for one. Of course, we'll put, like, as I mentioned, we'll put additional sand on the beaches. We try to do that every year as needed. We'll have a little more work to do since we are removing the pier in that area. We have some things some drainage tile to fix there and sand to put on the beaches. Of course, the removal of the Center Lake Pier, that's happening now. It's expected to be at the end of February, and then the first couple weeks in March, they'll get all their equipment and everything out of there. But we should be able to go by the mid-March, end of March. We should be good there. Fireman's Building, I think Sean will touch on this a little bit, but we're putting countertops, paint, new sound panels. The sound panels have been there since 2012. Deteriorating, so we're replacing those. I just talked with the flooring contractor today about the epoxy flake flooring. We're going to meet with him next week sometime, so that's on track. Install metal roofs at cabins 3 and 4. This is done in-house by our employees. We did cabins 1 and 2 last year, so we plan to do 3 and 4 this year. Install bench swings along the Center Lake Recreational Trail. It'll look something like this. We don't have the Wabash Valley ones. They're not available anymore, so these are the closest thing we could find to them. And that was done from the grant from the Sasso family, part of that $1 million grant. So I think we have 6 of those, Sean, is there 6 of them that we're putting along the trail there. So, and then also with that grant money, we were able to purchase some concrete tables. So as you can see here, this is a concrete table that has a chest or checkers board along it. A few years back, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we had a request for that in Central Park. They were trying to raise funds to put a chessboard, a concrete board in Central Park, but this will be along the Center Lake Recreational Trail, either just past Kitty Land or into Bixler. We haven't quite determined where it's going to be yet, but that'll be there. And then we were also able to get a table with letters, concrete table with letters. That's going to go in Kitty Land. So that was all done with the Sasso grant as well. So those will be installed. We are also able to, we had a little bit left of the Sasso money, so we bought benches that match Bixler to replace the ones in Kitty Land, along with trash containers. So that was a combination of grant funds and park funds, but so we'll all have everything updated there. Repairs at the Glover Pavilion stage and in the plaza, that's something that we do every year. We've got to, the pavers, we've got to bring those up, so we always have that in the budget. Central Park sidewalk replacement, we're looking to get with, probably have to bid that out, we're not sure yet, but we'll get with the contractors, find out a price on that, but we'd like to do the west side of the sidewalk to raise that, elevate that. As you know, when it rains or floods, it's always wet there, so we want to see what we can do about elevating that and getting the water to drain under it, or do French drains and get the water to go to the storm water there. So that's a project we're looking to do. Replace all the wood fiber, not replace it all, but add additional wood fiber to the playgrounds. Of course, this is crucial for our fall protection around each playground, so we do that every year. New signage at the Pete Thorne Center and the campgrounds. The Pete Thorne Center signage has been there, 20-some years, and it just needed updates. So we've got Great Craft actually are working on both of those signs, and we should have those soon to install. Asphalting the parking lots at Central Park. Those are the two in front of the Biblical Gardens. The two lots haven't been done there. We did everything. We did the east shelter, the west shelter, the Indiana Street lot, but we haven't did those, and they're in pretty bad shape. So that'll be done spring of this year sometime. New sidewalks around the Fribley Field restrooms. We're getting quite a bit of settling and cracking and trip hazards there, so we look to work with the street department on that. We'll probably excavate it out of there, and the street employees will help us install the concrete there, so collaboration with them. And then, of course, purchase a new truck to go along with our 10-year maintenance plan, a new mower, our 4-year maintenance plan for mowers. We look to put out bids for a restroom at Higher Park. This would just be building the restrooms, as we already have sewer and water to the site, so it'd just be a matter of building the building and then connecting. And then purchase and install a playground at Kitty Land. This is to replace a 25-year-old, maybe, somewhere in there, 25-year-old Galaxy playset that's at Kitty Land. So we're looking to bring something new in there, put new tile down. And we're working currently with different playground reps to see what's available, what's something that, we might not have in our parks, or something that's trending, or so we'll bring some of that to the park board too, to look at and decide. And then metal roofing for the shelters at Central Park. We'd like to do that at the end of the year. The east and west shelter. Once that's done, we have every roof in the park will be metal. So we should be good for another 40 to 50 years. That was our goal, to have that done, so we're not replacing shingles all the time. So that's just kind of the project matrix. We have a lot of other things that we need to accomplish and do, as you can see by our year-end reports, but that's kind of the gist of what we'd like to see accomplished this year. Any questions or anything on that?
Is the flooring at the Fireman's Building, is that deteriorating?
It is. It's vinyl right now, and we're having a lot of the seams come apart. It's really dull. The salt's really taken its effect over it for years. So we're looking to do an epoxy flake floor, kind of like it's what we did at Nye, something that's really durable to the public and easier to clean. we're brightening that up a little bit. I think Sean will tell you that, but we're looking to brighten the floor up and just have a better atmosphere in there, so, yeah.
Any more questions, comments? Okay,
All right, thank you.
moving on to the maintenance report.
Yeah, so as Larry touched on, we're in the middle of updating in the fireman's building. We've been kind of gradually working at it for a few weeks now. We've got all the countertops replaced, new sinks, faucets, made any repairs that we've needed to do. We also replaced all of the acoustic tiles, new ones on the ceilings right now, and then we're currently repainting the whole building on the inside. We're going to go with a cooler, kind of a light gray wall with a dark gray trim in there. Try to get away from the browns and have a little lighter situation going on. We're hoping to have that all repainted by the end of this week and everything finished other than the floor. We were saving the floor till the very end so we could have everything above it done. And hopefully it'll be in good shape for a while out there. Like Larry said, it'll really brighten it up. It's kind of feeling dingy in there, a little bit dark and dingy. It's been several years that it's been that color pattern. So it was due for an upgrade.
We were able to do that all in-house as well. Our carpenters that did the plumbing work, they reinforced the walls for the partitions. They're doing their own mudding, just an in-house project that would have cost us, thousands of dollars to do outside, so. Yep.
Yeah, and also another thing we noticed the other day is we're going to have to update all of the outlets in there because they're kind of the tan looking color outlets. They're not going to match our color pattern at all. So we'll get our electrician on that as well. We brought in all the brass rings and nozzles for the fountain in Central Park, and we cleaned them up. We grinded them down and polished them all up so they're really pretty and shiny looking for this year going out into the plaza.
Explain to them what we had with the water over there, what's
So,
happening.
yeah, with the Indian American water, it's really full of calcium and it gets really thick buildup on our fountain. So we use Indian American water to fill that fountain. And every time it fills a low pool or whatever, we get that calcium buildup on everything, and then it's just like scale. And it was close to a 1/4 inch thick by the end of the season on there. So
It's a job.
it had clogged our filters and everything to where it wasn't able to suck water through over the summer this year. So we're doing a few things to try to fight that, but one of the things was bringing these rings and everything up to where they're looking pretty again. And we're going to add some things in there and fix any leaks that we can find as well, because I think part of the problem is water was leaking and then it was refilling every day and just flushing new water in there. So we'll get to more of a recirculating type of situation and have treated water in there. I think we'll be okay this year. Let's see, we've purchased new tables for the night cabin. Went through there, we noticed there were some burns and scratches and dings on the old tables we had in there. And they were actually the oldest tables we had in our system in all of our rental buildings. So spoke to Larry and we got some ordered and got them replaced the end of last week, I believe. So those would be nice. We're still working on picnic table refurbishing. They are finishing up the big tables. I believe they got those done today, and then we're jumping over to the little tables. After we get done with the big tables, the 8-foot tables, it usually goes pretty quick. So I think we'll be in good shape getting into the spring. We'll be outside before we know it, I think. So maintenance staff helped set up for the daddy-daughter dance, which I'm sure Stephanie will talk about. I attended the one night. I thought it was very, very nice. We had a lot of fun. And then also we've been busy with snow removal. We removed snow at all the municipal lots, parking lots, our facility lots, and the downtown sidewalks. It's been especially tricky here lately because we've had rentals seemingly on the days that it snows the night before. So we've been in a lot of mornings trying to keep the rental facilities clean for the renters. Hopefully we're done with snow. We'll get a little bit of warmer weather, but I think that's about all I got.
Questions, comments? Okay, thank you, sir. Next up, recreation report.
Okay, so I will pick up where Sean left off with the Daddy's Little Sweetheart Dance update. We held that dance on Friday, February 7th and Saturday, February 8th. Lene and I were very pleased with our final results. We thought it was very magical. I know even Naomi reached out on Saturday because the weather wasn't looking so good. But I kept, watching that. I even called the National Weather Service. Sean and I were in contact, just making sure it was safe. And everyone came to Saturday nights, unless, they were sick. We did have a few girls that were sick. And this year we added Lake City photo booths to that night. And I felt like the pictures turned out really nice. Naomi even got a picture of myself so she could see what it was going to look like. Her niece participated in that dance, and she looked beautiful. So it was a great night. Today we had Imagination Station back, our first one of the year. We had 26 kids and 14 adults. Even with a 2-hour delay, we were really pleased with the numbers that we had. And we're getting ready to start back up with Art in the Park for the year. So on Wednesday, March 19th, will be our first senior paint class of the year. Everyone can sign up starting February 21st, this Friday at 7:30. We'll have 25 participants, those spots available. And then Saturday, March 22nd, will be the Bob Ross with 20 participants. And sign up will start on February 24th at 7:30 in the morning. Right now, I'm working on a grant with the Indiana Arts Commission. So hopefully that goes well. I know last year I had asked for $4,000 and I received it. And I'm finalizing all of the last minute details for the concerts and just working on the summer. And we will start getting our summer staff in place in the next month. So getting ready for our busy season.
How's the lifeguard search coming?
I have just a few applications,
Slow.
very
Yeah.
slow.
Are you guys usually done looking by this time?
No,
And I'm pretty much done by middle of March. And a lot of our guards from last year are graduating from college and they're doing internships. So we're kind of seeing, not much response from them either. I understand they need to finish college and do what's best for them.
With
So-
that being said, we do offer training for lifeguards, so if you know anybody that's of age that we can train and is interested, have them apply.
If you think it's appropriate to put a Facebook post out that we could share.
Yes,
to our
Lene
networks.
and I sat down today and worked on posts that will be coming out on Facebook, and she is working on that. So that will be out there. It's on the city webpage, and I know Suzanne and I had talked about getting it on the marquee also.
Okay,
So,
great. Questions, comments? Okay. Other matters?
Only thing I have is George Music was our employee of the month. Sean got to take the picture with him, in case you didn't download it. I was gone, so Sean stepped up, and George has, shown an incredible effort to the team in January. Helped outside of his realm of work and stepped up, and we felt that he should be the employee of the month. So congratulations to George.
Yeah, George is our mechanic, and we had a couple things break down on some of the really cold days in January, and he fought through the weather outside to make sure our equipment was running,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
yeah. really
Made sure
happy.
we were up and going, so that was good.
Okay, short and sweet.
Yep.
Once again, I gotta say, it looks like a pretty aggressive and impressive list of things you got going on this year. Especially when you consider that's not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I think I read in the paper, the shore signs, the stabilization
Yes.
signs, I haven't read them. How long have those been out? Have I just
They
missed
put
them?
it a couple months ago. maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say
Yeah.
November,
Okay.
December maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, when they got around putting those out.
Yeah.
Is that just to explain the reason for the
for the shoreline stabilization and the plantings and things like that. And I think they're gonna have a ribbon cutting actually through the lakes and stream. I don't know if it's this month or next month, then the 23rd. I'll try to get you that date as well, but they're the ones that actually purchased the signs, I believe, for them, so, yeah. It's all about water quality and, lake shore, so, yeah.
If there's nothing else, need a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Got a motion, need a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Thank you, gang.
Yep, thank you.
Stay warm out there.
Oh,
Hi, Jurgen.
Third meeting today and one more to go.
council at 7
o'clock.
and she wants
What's
to
that?
visit library board.
City council at 7. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a whopper.
It's on Sean's phone this time.
There you go.
Come back at 7 and
There you go.
I gotta go celebrate my anniversary.
Where you going?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. She hadn't told you, or?
Shad,
Yeah, you haven't decided.
What's your number?
why that big cake? That's not a bad idea.
There you go.
It's not a bad idea. I don't have to have a reservation, does it?
Do you remember?